forgot that.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Wait, you gotta show the paper first.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the equation for the baking powder. When it heats up, it produces carbon dioxide and water and sodium carbonate. And this will cause the cake to become fluffy because the CO2 produces bubbles in the cake and it makes it fluffy because there's more air in the cake, so it takes up more volume. And the equation is 2NaHCO3 heats and decomposes to produce CO2 gas plus H2O gas plus Na2CO3 gas solid. Heat helps the baking powder produce tiny bubbles of gas, which makes the cake fluffy and light. And the heat causes protein from the egg to change and make the cake firm. The oil in the cake, the vegetable oil, keeps the cake from drying out when it's baking, when it is heated up. And the cake was baked at 350 degrees and at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The baking powder begins to lose the CO2 and water inside it, causing it to react. That's it.
Okay.
Alright, we just put the flour and the sugar in there. Now we're going to have the cocoa powder. And on this it has all the grams, the total fat grams, the saturated fat grams, the trans fat grams, and the cholesterol.
How many calories in it per serving?
10 calories.
Per serving?
Yep.
What's the serving size?
It's like one serving.
No, what's the serving
One
size?
tablespoon.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
How many we putting in it?
We have the 3/4 of it.
A cup inside of it.
3/4 of a cup.
Okay.
1.
Make sure it's filled up.
Alright. 2.
That is not filled up.
Alright.
At all. Like, that is not filled up.
3.
Okay.
I'll put a little bit more since it wasn't filled up.
Alright.
Different macromolecules such as lipids and fatty acids are important components to the cake, but they contribute to the most amount of total fat within the cake, which adds up to the most calories. And it's not really about how much of it is in there, like the servings and nothing. It's really about how much of the percentage of the fat is in there. For example, we use butter, and that amount of fat is 81%, even though we didn't use a lot of it. So it's not really about how much we use, it's about the amount of fat and then what's inside the ingredients.
So,
right?
Jasmine.
2 cups. 2 cups, right?
Yeah, there we go. It said 2 cups?
Yeah, didn't it say 2 cups?
That's a whole cup? That is not a cup.
No, you need to fill up.
You need to fill up the cup. Yeah.
Alright, is that better?
That's a
Add a little bit more.
A little bit more. A little
We
bit
don't
more.
want to give them diabetes.
We doing
But
diabetes.
it's already a big cake.
We doing diabetes.
Alright. How about that? Is that better? No.
Jasmine.
Add more.
What is going on with you? That's better. That's better. So try to do that again. never did nothing like this in my life.
Right. I tell you, they should just give us a regular midterm.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think they should have. I don't know. Let me not talk about this on camera. I kind of feel like we should have just made our own cake.
That's what we doing.
No, but like, what? Not as a group though.
Nah, that would have been worse.
Unless we want to do a group.
Whip,
You
whip.
boy?
Okay. You gotta say something.
Oh, now we're mixing the ingredients together.
By using the whip. Whip, whip.
You can stop.
Alright.
So there's 4 kinds of macromolecules. 3 of the 4 is going to be present into the cake. Proteins is one, carbs is another, lipids, and nucleic acid. Proteins contain 4 calories per gram, and it regulates the body tissues and organs. Proteins are also made up of amino acids, a long chain of amino acids. In respect to the cake, eggs would be something that contains a lot of protein because it is a meat, and usually meats have a high source of protein. The next thing is carbs. Carbs have 4 calories per gram, and its main use is to provide energy for the body, quick energy for the body, unlike lipids that, you know, its function is to store energy over time. Carbs are usually broken down by an enzyme called amylase to create glucose, and glucose is a necessary form of the sugar for the body to actually use it in the way that the body needs to use it. Flour would be something inside the cake that has a high source of carbohydrates. Lipids have 9 calories per gram, and as stated before, its function is to store energy, and it's also to form cell membranes. Examples of lipids would be steroids and waxes. Lipids inside the cake would be oils and the butters used to grease the pan, like to make sure, it doesn't stick, and the oil that was mixed into the wet batter before we put the dry and the wet together. Nucleic acid, which isn't really present in the cake unless it's in the eggs because it's literally genetic info, and the only kind of ingredient that would have slightly genetic info is eggs because it is chickens. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But nucleic acids have 2 calories per gram. Yeah.